Looks like the camera stopped too.
Is it going now? Oh.
Well, the sound's going, but the camera stopped. Just tell me if the camera's moving.
No, I'm stuck.
All right.
Sound works, it says. Okay. Yeah, but now our camera's stuck.
Is there no motion at all?
No, there's no motion at all. Hang on.
Okay, hold on.
Also, we did have our computer internet go down a couple times the last couple days, so be aware we might have some snafus tonight. But this seems to be on our end, hopefully. Sonny's just made it here. Nope, Sonny, you can't go there. Just a minute, Sonny.
I don't know what's going on.
Sonny.
You'll have to do something about him because I can't.
Sonny, get out of there. Get over there. Jeez. There we are.
That was actually our expensive CGI. And it's kind of crap, so I'm going to send it back to the manufacturer.
Hi again, everybody.
Hello again.
It's us, TFT, the wacky show you all love, I hope.
I'm beginning to hate being the producer.
No, you can't quit. You can't.
No?
No. Producer for life. So, everybody, welcome to the show. Hey. Hoping for good readings tonight. It's been a crazy day. Well, anyway, I also dug up my rune leaves I used to do years ago. I put rune symbols on these leaves for, like different events that we would go to, different ritual events and stuff, and I would have people pull one out. So, or they would sit on my table here in the fall when we actually had people coming to the house, and people could pull one. So I'm going to have Mr. O just pull one at random. It's a small one. Is it blank? No, but can you kind of hold it out there?
I don't know.
Sorry. Try to, so that people can see it. Oh, it's Isa. I think it's called Isa or Ing.
That's easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say. Maybe not.
Well, apparently.
It's pretty much standstill, which is interesting. So let me just see what they've got to say here. There was one area I like to look at, which was about Isa in magic. One thing you want to know about Isa, it rules the forces of inertia and entropy. It's also a symbol of the ego. Uses, you can use it to freeze a situation as is, the development of will, or halting unwanted forces. When Isa comes up, it is often kind of negative. Well, it says when it's a negative rune cast, it could signify that cooling trend has maybe gone too far to be salvageable. In other words, like, for example, in relationships, if you are, not speaking with somebody, it just seems like it might be now at the breaking point. It's kind of talking about a freeze in activities, a delay, things that should be put on hold for the moment. So, it can also be positive in that sometimes we need that downtime. We need that standstill period, when you can really try to sort things out more or just give yourself a needed break. We don't have to be going constantly. So there are pluses and minuses depending on the rune cast with Isa.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know. Even when he loses, he wins sometimes. So I'm keeping very guarded about everything and where things are going to go. And maybe we'll just have to do another reading on it. We said before in one of our readings, January 6th readings, that he would not be indicted, by this committee, or by the DOJ. But I'm wondering if that was just for this year. And then I thought about it more, and I thought, well, maybe he's not going to be indicted on that, but it's that other thing, the Mar-a-Lago papers, that could be the bigger problem. But whatever the case may be, perhaps we're going to have to do another reading on this at some point, I would say.
All right.
All right, so that's what I have for everybody. Stand still, if it's a good thing to do. But remember, sometimes that silence can be deadly too, especially if it's between two people. So, maybe it's time to try to break the ice. All right. So let's get rolling. And hey, we got something else really funny on our stage today. Our goofy friends.
Thank you.
Well, you should be
Doing
producing.
What I need to do.
Our goofy friends gave us this little confessional as a gift. See, there's a little kneeler in there. So it's like a confessional. And
tell me your sins. You are forgiven.
I don't know if you heard that.
They didn't want to.
But it says, tell me your sins. And then it says, you are forgiven. They're so silly. But anyway, couldn't resist.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet because it's a low tone.
It is quiet. The microphone's more on his side because I am so loud.
Yeah, it's called the confessional. It's like just a little box, and it has a pre-recorded message, and it simulates kneeling at a kneeler in a confessional.
Now, what you could do if you were goofing around with others is you could press on it and it could say, tell me your sins, and then you let it go right away, and it's like they're not forgiven. But if you hold it on long enough, it'll say you are forgiven. So you can kind of control that, which is fun.
Oh, no,
but anyway.
It's annoying, actually.
I love it. I will use it today, Mr. O, on you. All right. So, okay.
You won't be forgiven.
Touche. So that was our card for the collective today. I just want to point out I have 3 oracle decks here with me. The Oracle of the Witch, the one I just got. The messages from the Ancestors Oracle cards. This particular Ancestor deck, which is really very archetypal. And then I have my Halloween Oracle. So those are available, and then we have our tarot deck. So let's get on with the show, and I believe Angel Mary is first. How much time do you have? Ha ha ha! All the time in the world. We love juicy stories here on the show.
Okay, your romantic life from now to the end of the year.
All right. Me first? Or you? You.
Sure.
So Sunny is here off to the side. I brought out a couple of toys I had in hiding for them today. I wonder if he's just going to be calmer and relaxed because he ran around a bit today. Do you think? No, probably not. Probably not.
Was that when I was at work? Because I don't remember.
Yes, it was.
I see.
Hey, Libra.
Hi, Libra.
Oh, look at you. Actually, he wants to play more. I can tell. All right. Sonny.
Our first card is the reversed Two of Cups.
Okay.
And then the Four of Wands. That one's upright. And then the Hierophant.
Upright.
Upright. So it's kind of an interesting collection there.
This is really a weird reading for love for the rest of the year. Talk about your kind of topsy-turviness here. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
It may be more likely that the thoughts of marriage are kind of taking prominence. That Four of Wands sort of indicates a celebration that maybe could be about that. I'm almost wondering, though, if it's really saying that you'll be involved with people who are happy in their own celebrations, but there may not be one for you. You're just going to be kind of in the crowd of friends. You may meet some new people, but I'm not seeing a direct romantic click, but I feel you're around the energy of marriages or of people who are coupling.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. I almost wondered here when I saw the Two of Cups. See, the Two of Cups is reversed, Angel Mary, and that does not bode well for relationships. If anything, it talks more about a pulling apart of a relationship, a separation. So when I saw this, but yet the Hierophant talks about marriage, the Four of Wands talks about celebrating, and I thought to myself, well, maybe there will be something to celebrate, something will happen, in this interim period. It's possible you could meet someone, but, if you were hoping it to develop into something more serious, it doesn't look like it's going to do so. So I can look at this one of two ways. I could look at it the way he says, that maybe you're going to be celebrating somebody else's success here and you're right now not having it. Or it's really about you, maybe you meet someone and you're hoping it will turn into something more serious, but apparently it's not destined to do so.
Well, I think you should keep in mind that, we're barely 3 months. We're like less than 3 months till the end of the year. So it just may not be a feasible timetable. You may be around some excitement. Sometimes there are weddings around the holidays and things like that. But I'm not seeing one specifically for you.
Right, not at this time.
So I'm going to do the Lenormand just to see what else we get here. Maybe some other little thought.
Well, it's sunny here. There's not much room for Bly, sadly.
Okay, so there is the fish, and then that's followed by the coffin.
Yeah, It's as if your opportunities to really mingle and get out there are going to be kind of limited through the end of the year, I feel. It just may not be possible to circulate enough to make things happen, which again makes me wonder if Mr. O is right and you'll be celebrating somebody else's success.
Well, the other thing too is that I get the vibration that there are just a number of things going on through the end of the year. Some of them may be cultural holidays or maybe people's other celebrations, as we're indicating, but it just may be too busy of a time for you to be in that receptive mode, because there may be family obligations, church or temple obligations, work obligations, things like that. So it just doesn't seem like this is the most fruitful time. You should probably consider thinking towards next year, but you can certainly ask again, of course.
Yeah, right now it's not looking very positive.
No, it's not looking negative. It's just not looking positive or fruitful.
It doesn't look fruitful, right? Because I'm just saying there possibly exists, there could be somebody, but it just seems like the opportunities are going to be limited with the coffin there and the abundance or the flow that the fish brings. This is kind of showing an end to that. So to me, that means less circulating, less opportunities to meet, people you'd like to date. So that's what we have for you, Angel Mary. I wish I had better news. Good luck with that.
Yes, good luck.
Hey, Asel, you are up.
And we're looking for a cell.
Welcome, Angel M.
You're welcome. Hey everybody, don't forget, if you are asking questions about your emotional life, you can always check it out with the Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. New episode tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And I see Eselle's here. Hi, Estelle.
All right. Got it.
Okay, so what does Malika, your ex's mother, think about you?
Oops. All right.
I'm going to go swimming tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. We're going to work out.
Yeah, you're going to work out. I'm going to swim.
Oh no, am I ready?
Well, then maybe I'm going to swim. I don't know.
I'll try to get up for it. Gee.
Well, I don't think we're getting up at the crack of dawn.
The morning news commentary
I like to
shows,
swim.
though.
I mean, I like a lot of exercise, but I haven't done anything in over 2 years. Gee, it's getting close to 3 years, actually. I've done a little light exercise around home, but I need to do
I got
more.
on the elliptical today. I just want you to know when you were gone. I did.
Swimming is my favorite. I admit it, but I need muscle tone and strength in my body that I can't get exactly from there. Hey,
Oh,
Sunman.
sunny sun. I have to bring out your new toy. No, that one toy, crazy. Had this little pole that extends out and had this flailing feather. And boy, were they all going nuts for that one. Even Sassy.
Sunny is bad. See?
Here he comes.
Thanks, Sunman.
Will you get back here?
And you messed up my stage again.
He says that's what I've been born to do. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Four of Wands reversed. Then we have the Knight of Wands upright. It's interesting we got these Knight cards. So what does she think of you?
Malika, right. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands. They're all wands, right?
No, they are not. That's
Oh,
a
I'm
pentacle.
sorry.
Knight of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Wands upright, and the
Two
Four of
knights.
Wands reversed. So 2 wands, but only one of them reversed. You know, I don't know that she thinks very poorly, but except for this Knight of Pentacles here,
Well, I think she's the bearer of a... I don't know if it's about you so much, but I think that overall her role may be that she was kind of maybe more on her son's side, which is normal. And I see the knight as being something about the energy that she moves or carries with her. And so when I look at the Four of Wands reversed, although normally we would say, well, it's not a bad card reversed, maybe it's really her saying she was not pleased as she wanted to be. She wanted that Four of Wands for her son, the idea of the very happy, prosperous, celebrated marriage. And somehow I feel like these knights represent the idea that she was that messenger to him about that idea that she was not happy. Maybe it wasn't personal about you, but maybe it was something about where she thought the marriage would work for your ex.
I almost look at this card, the Knight of Pentacles, in a way. Actually, I was thinking more of the Queen of Pentacles, but, you know, the Knight of Pentacles can be kind of that she maybe felt, because really the Knight of Pentacles, when it's upright, is a very slow-moving card, but it's reversed here. And that means it is a no-moving card. So I really am getting the feeling here she didn't want this relationship to go anywhere. In other words, to get more serious. And the Four of Wands reversed here may indicate that too. You know, the Four of Wands is usually a positive card either way, but when I take it in
context.
Right, when I take it in context here, I kind of feel it saying that maybe she did not want to see a marriage or a union or a celebration come out of this. And the Knight of Wands reversed here or upright here is indicating to me that, she was maybe just hoping either you or, her son would move on.
Right. Like, it's sort of like, she wants him to find better. Like, that's the projection on him, is find somebody better.
So, because to me, the Knights are kind of about movement, but of course, with this one being reversed, I see that as the opposite, that she didn't want this to move in any good positive direction. And so she wanted this, probably her son to move to something better. It's
And
like
I think we both realize that Malika is Alabek's mother,
Right.
Your ex.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but thank you for sharing that. So we're going to throw the Lenormand now.
Hey, Divine.
Hi, Divine Universe. Love and soul to you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Estelle, but that's often the case almost anywhere in the world. If your mother doesn't like the woman you want to marry, there'll probably be a problem.
Well, on both sides of the equation.
We know a little bit about that, right?
Maybe.
Let's admit it.
Did it get in the way
No,
of us
it
getting
didn't.
married? No, it didn't.
We did it our way. All right. Frankenstein. Well, that's a big bad bear.
That's the bear. And then that's the fish also. So I see the fish are making an appearance today in
Fish
both
eat
decks.
bears.
So she was definitely, in my opinion, I don't know, I'm just pulling this out here because I'm thinking this may be more about Alabek. She was a very powerful influence on him. And she influenced his choice, his thing very much. And I feel as though, with this fish here, she was telling him to really look for more. Look for something else.
Right. I don't know if you have this saying in your land, but we have a saying about there's many fish in the sea when somebody feels they've broken up and they're disgruntled about love. Well, there's many fish in the sea. Go find someone else.
And that's what she was saying.
That may have been the idea, was like you, and I combine it with the idea that maybe she felt you could do better.
It was
she
a
encouraged
powerful
that.
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A monstrous influence.
Well, it's just a silly Halloween deck. It's a bear. The bear is very much about female empowerment. And like I said,
oh my goodness, yeah.
we look at the whole thing here, the way these combine with the cards up above, when we make our interpretation. So, good. So that's what we see here, Estelle.
So maybe that cleared up something for you then. Hope so.
Hey, Susie.
Hey, Susie.
So we got some awesome news this week. A lot of awesome news for people we know and ourselves, I guess. First off, our friends at the bakery, they were able to purchase their entire storefront. It was really hung up for a long time, but now they're going to have extra space. They're going to put in a cafe, and we're really excited for them.
Yeah, and that's Austino's family.
Right.
Austino, who comes here.
Not Austin, but Austino.
Austino, right. His grandmother and his mom are the bakery.
You're welcome, Estelle. And then
You are
we
welcome.
just found out today we might be really busy on the day we're not going to have happy hour. Because apparently now somebody has invited possible invitation to read after the witch's ball at another event.
Well, it's a private party more
Yes.
likely, but we've done this before in the past. It's been a few years. It's the
Many
most
years.
interesting place imaginable because it's like about 2 to 3 acres of property, and it's very old-fashioned.
In the city.
In the
in
city.
a major city.
It's very old-fashioned. It's sort of...
It was a farm.
It was a farm,
Farmland.
and there's a lot of the original buildings have been refurbished, and it's done totally as kind of like a...
I don't know what she probably changes it up every year.
She
She's
does for,
very
holidays.
decorates, goes to the max for Halloween, and so we're really
It's a
looking
Halloween
forward
village.
to this.
It's like a Halloween house. The house and all the little buildings are all decked out like Halloween, and they have that her house is Victorian style.
Yes. And haunted.
And she goes to no expense decorating it for this party she does for Halloween. And we haven't done the party in a number of years, but she remembered us and asked if we were available to read. So we're working it out.
Or a friend of ours who does some housekeeping for her might have recommended us. I'm not sure how it worked out, but...
She also does like winter holiday events because her house, the Victorian with the snow and the grounds...
is beautiful.
Just perfect, you know.
Yeah.
A cell, or wait, it was Susie.
It's Susie.
Same question.
There it is. Same question.
All right, thanks, Susie. So
okay.
I'm going to use my Arthurian legend. Yeah, it seems that way. Okay, so I get that.
Well, I think it's not a scary haunting. I picked something up in a room, and as it turned out, because she smiled at me when I said, is there some reason I'm feeling funny in here, like there may be somebody in here? And it was like a place her grandmother used to, I think it was her grandmother, used to sit in a lot.
Her grandparents may have been original homeowners in that area when they first incorporated into a city. And so for whatever reasons, they got to maintain a larger amount of the property there. And it's incredible.
And she said definitely her grandmother's there. She knows this. She frequents psychics a lot, and so it's going to be an interesting environment.
Hey, Jano.
Hey, Jano. But that's the same day, so we're going to be literally going from day to night reading. Holy cow.
Well, we got to get the details, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so back to Susie. What does Alika's mother think about his girlfriend, who is a Scorpio?
One of the years we went there, I did a presentation on the history of Halloween and was celebrated in different cultures this time of year for a group of kids, because she also works with the JC groups, local JC groups.
Right, it was an international, and we're on the Canadian border. So that was really cool, too. I remember that one. Okay, so Susie, the first card is Strength Reversed. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. Knight of Shields, it says. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
And it's upright.
It's got the Knight of, that's Pentacles, and the Wheel upright. And what is that reversed?
That's the Strength reversed.
Strength reversed. Okay. Well, sometimes, well, Susie, let's see. I got to take this in context with your question. What does Alika's mother think about his girlfriend? Well,
I wonder if there's a little bit of a power struggle, possibly.
Yeah, that Strength reversed makes me wonder about that a little bit here. I don't know. Why am I drawing a blank tonight? So the Knight of Shields, the Knight of Pentacles is indicating that she feels like this could be a positive turn for her.
I feel that she just doesn't want to approach it in great haste. Like, I sort of feel like she's sort of moving, cautiously towards that. But I think she represents the idea that she's looking for somebody that brings other qualities to a marriage too, and that's the Strength reverse. Like, she may not be all about their love for each other. She may be more about what other things come from that union besides just a loving connection. Does that make any kind of sense?
Maybe. I'm looking at this and wondering too, because the Knight is so slow, that I'm wondering if the mother is really taking her time. Like, she hasn't fully decided how she feels yet. And she wonders a little bit here if, I mean, maybe there is some issues because they don't get along on some things. There could be a power struggle of some sort here. And so she's really kind of on the fence, and maybe she's just kind of sitting back thinking, well, let's see what's going to happen here, if this is really going to turn out.
Yeah, I think she wants to be open-minded, but she may feel that there's this idea that it could go either way on its own. But like I said, I do feel she has a little bit of an attitude about what other qualities besides true love does the woman bring to the marriage. So let's throw the Lenormand, though, to see how that is. Hi, Mary. Yes, we do free readings here on our live stream. There is a list, though.
Do have a list, and we'll get you on it.
Yeah, we will add your name to our list. It's not super big on Thursday night.
Absolutely.
All right, so our first card was the Moon.
This is interesting. Go on.
And then the Rider.
Well, that's really interesting to me. I feel here that she feels like maybe that this could move to something more serious. I almost think she won't feel bad if it does move into something more serious and romantic. But like I said, I think she's slow to really formulate her opinion and wants to see where fate will take it. However, she doesn't feel really terribly bad about this overall.
Yeah, I think she's happy if this is the way he does go with D, the Scorpio.
Even if they have some issues.
I think she's just the kind of mother-in-law, potential mother-in-law that has her own feelings, but I don't think she's going to interfere unless there really were some very unpleasant things about D.
I think she has I think with the Strength reversed here, it's also indicating to me that maybe her influence on, her son is not as strong, is more subtle. She does little subtle things to kind of steer him as opposed to being really kind of out there.
So that's what we have, Susie.
Yeah.
Not terribly bad, just maybe
Actually, concern. I probably didn't say that right. Can I take that back?
Go ahead.
I just want to say, Susie, actually, I take that back. She actually is a force for trying to influence her son, but she really does want to really see how it's going to play out. Ultimately, though, she would not be unhappy, I think, if it goes further.
Go ahead and post, Libra.
Sorry about that. I was reading it like it was upright, and then I'm like, wait a minute. No.
And I see that Angel Rivera is next on our list.
Yes, Angel Rivera.
This is unusual.
Right.
He doesn't
Hope your
usually
week is going
come
better.
This early.
Is it my deck?
Yes, it is. All right.
Oh, an Oracle card.
Dealer's
All right.
choice.
Dealer's choice.
Oh, that's cool. And over at my place, Angel, today was the second round of interviews, but they had 2 or 3 the first day. These are for part-time assistants. And they said all of them were really good, and they would have no problem choosing from any of them. But then they had 2 more today, at least. That's good, because we need 2 positions, or possibly 3 even.
'Tis the season, so we'll use the Halloween Oracle.
Right.
Shuffle, cut. So we've had a big thing happening, though, in one of our local cities, though, where parents are trying to get 6 books banned from the school media centers or whatever. And It seems really messy. Actually, they're meeting again tonight. They had to cancel the first meeting
They're so
because
belligerent.
too many belligerent protesters showed up, and they had to reschedule at a bigger place and make sure there was good enough security around for the situation. Things being what they are these days.
Sadly.
Well, Angel Rivera, you have...
Twat waffles. I love it. Oh no! Werewolf by night.
It's a werewolf.
Werewolf by night. Ooh.
Luminosity triggers it. A wild moon rises. Pain and blood and fangs. Fur and howling and wolfen guises. So, interesting this. After a painful, excruciating, bone-jarring struggle against the change, the man releases to the magic, howling unrestrained under the full moon. Now the half-man, half-wolf rises up, snarling, and goes looking for blood. Yes, we all know the power of the werewolf. As it falls. After the end of the European witch trials, an intense interest in the werewolf developed in folklore tales and evolved to become the stuff of horror stories. Fairly consistently since then, the wolfman or lichen is featured regularly in tales both oral and written. Of course, during the last 100 years, there have been many hugely popular movies, including American Werewolf in London and themes in books such as the recent Twilight Saga series. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal natures fight inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild and free and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness, separate from or dominant over nature? The werewolf asks you to consider this balance and to delve into your own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? When was the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? Well, I'm guilty there. The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. And so, yes, I think what I liked is some of the description, though, in the beginning, too, Angel Rivera. It's like, do you embrace the change or do you fight against the change? Do you restrain yourself, or do you let yourself be run free? So maybe now is a time to find that balance. Anything to add to that?
Don't let things get too hairy.
And of course, the bottom card, is winter.
Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Ah ha ha. Yes, winter is coming. The sacredness of pausing. This is like my Isa rune.
Pause? Like werewolf? Pause?
No,
Okay.
like stand still the rune.
Oh, okay.
Lightly I step, for the earth falls asleep. A lullaby to rest and pause. The soul's secret to keep. So I'm just going to read the part here. Well, I'll read this part, though. In winter, the earth slows down, and there is less light and often more wet weather. Many plants die back, many animals are less active, and traditionally it was leaner, more difficult time for those who worked on the land for a living. Winter often brought with it the end of a cycle, a figurative or literal death. Should this card appear for you, where it's time to let what no longer serves you die away, where it seems natural and right to let things that have been bothering you for some time die back, take real action to change those things. Anything that is superfluous, extra, and burdensome, release it. So, it's interesting too because the other card talked about release and change, and this one talks about releasing, which no longer, holds anything for you. I kind of feel here that it's time to embrace change and let go of those things that really kind of hold you back from being who you really want to be or who you really are, or to allow yourself to be more wild, be more exploratory. Don't just sit back and do nothing. Take those things and transform them.
I like how there's a moon on the card behind the werewolf, and then there's a sun on the horizon. I imagine that's the sun there. So I sort of see like the dichotomy there. And of course, branches that should have leaves, but the leaves are over on the other card.
It's just a cool deck. I love the images on this deck, definitely. Let's do Lenormand quickly, eh? All right. See if we get a clue here where this might be addressing.
You're welcome, Angel.
So, it's the mountains. And it's the blood moon. So what's really interesting about this combination to me, is he on my wand by chance? He must be. All right, I don't have my wand. I'm disappointed. Here it is. Okay, so, gosh, Sonny, you know what? You aren't even half on the table.
He's half on you.
I know. So the gate is the mountain, and it's about obstacles, and the moon is about success. So in order to achieve success, you have to remove those things that are placing obstacles in your path. And to me, it might involve some change that you might deem painful, But the winter is saying it's time to let something go that is impeding progress.
Can't say anything else.
Okay. That's what we have for you, Angel Rivera. Good luck with that. Tension hogging kitty. You are so right. You are so right.
And we're looking for Kate, I guess. Did Kate show up?
Kate, are you here? Obstacle removal. Okay, well, make it so. Well, I'm going to have to move Bly for the moment.
Okay, well, we're going to do the countdown for Kate then. I know you've called her a number of times before the reading, trying to prep her.
If she comes back, we'll try to fit her in.
So we're just going to move on then?
Yeah, let's just move on. All right. And I don't even have my list anymore because Sunny is also...
No, Karen is next, but we're doing the countdown. List. We're making it official.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You're getting ahead of things, Mr. O.
Oh, you don't even know it.
Bam! We move on. Why are you on my stuff? This is ridiculous. All right, Karen, you are up. What the heck, Sonny?
Okay, the ancestors. Well, I'm going to use my ghost tarot for that question. I think this would be a nice deck to use. Keister. I have not heard that term in a while.
You're mad at me, aren't you? Well, before you come back, I am moving this list, honestly. I like the little cemetery backdrop.
Do you like how I combine it?
Yes, with the cat. Very
Clever,
cute.
right?
Very clever.
It's a cat. It's a gate. It's a cat. It's a gate. It's both.
All right.
Okay, Karen, what message do the ancestors have for you? All right. Oddly enough, the first one is Judgment reversed. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. And then we have the Four of Swords upright. Well, this is kind of interesting because there is some ancestral qualities here with Judgment and the Four of Swords.
Maybe. So which one is this again?
Judgment reversed.
Oh, that's Judgment reversed, yes.
Yeah.
Well, the ancestors may have some concerns here. They may have some concerns in how you are taking care of yourself. You know, that maybe they want to see you take care of yourself more, rest and recuperate. You know, they may feel in some way maybe had overdone it, or maybe you do have some health issues that you need to respond to and take care of. But they would like to see you, you know, have a little bit more downtime for yourself, I feel.
I don't even know if it's necessarily about your health, but it could be. It could always be interesting just to check things out. But it is seeming more about taking some time off or away to maybe do some deeper consideration into your spiritual issues or into other issues that maybe have been important to you, but maybe you've left them on the back burner. That could be the Judgment reversed, not having time to really explore esoterics or other things that you might want to appreciably. And so I think this is saying really the Knight of Pentacles in this instance serves as really being physical about self, and the message from self or towards self is to take that time to fully recover, to heal yourself, to explore other mysteries or modalities that you wish to.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just because of the pentacle influence here, I didn't go with the spiritual. But I feel like Judgment here may be talking about, you know, in a way, karma. You know, a lot of times Judgment can be about that idea of what you sow, you reap. And so the ancestors might be telling you here, you know, to be aware of that what you do to promote good health and good positive vitality, you know, it involves, you know, making sure you have enough downtime, making sure if you are ill that you are taking care of yourself, you know, that you get the proper care and you are on the road to recovery. It's not saying you're going to be ill. I don't feel that way, but I do feel like they feel like you need to take care of yourself more. I'm just getting that from these cards.
You know, when I look at Judgment reversed, it could be saying too that maybe they feel you have spent a lot or enough time on spiritual dimensions, and that these other dimensions are more about yourself, your body. And so they're maybe saying, don't neglect your body health for just spiritual health, or vice versa even.
And remember, the Knight of Pentacles, again, as we have mentioned before, is one of the slowest cards, you know, knights in the tarot. And so it just, to me, is an indication of your ancestors are saying, slow down. So if this is about other matters in your life that you can relate this to, they just want you to know, you know, maybe you just need to slow down and take it slower and focus more on yourself than these other concerns right now.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the Lenormand for you, Karen. All right. So our first Lenormand is the Ship. And then there's the birds. Not bad.
Yeah,
Maybe you need a vacation.
I was just going to say that maybe this is about maybe connecting with others or, getting away, maybe having a trip with friends or people you collaborate with or talk with. This just seems like it could be about a trip.
Right. It's either that or it could also be a sabbatical. Remember what I was saying in the first instance that maybe this was a time to dive in deeper to personal stuff? So could you just be saying that there's a number of balance things here to do? This is an inflection point for you to reevaluate what you need on every level, perhaps, and see how you can, work towards that.
The other thing is the ship is about movement, obviously too, or transportation. The thing is that they may want you to focus on, moving towards this whole idea of taking care of yourself. And if it involves travel, taking some time away somewhere, all the better, Maybe this is an idea, too, to communicate and network with others right now and get some ideas for a quick getaway somewhere.
Right. Maybe you're going to hear about other people planning that, and then it'll sort of be able to either spur you for your own or to see if you can, tag along with friends.
It's kind of strange, but that's what we have for you. Your ancestors want you to take care of you. That's it.
All right, Karen.
Good luck with that. Laura, I think, right?
Laura
Yes.
is up next.
Hey, Laura.
There's Laura. I knew you were there.
Is A interested in you romantically?
Oh.
All right. Guess I'll use this one.
You're welcome, Karen.
Very welcome.
And in addition to my emotional exchanges, which is on my YouTube channel Fridays, you can also catch our happy hour there Saturday morning at
Yes.
10 a.m. Get a positive message from Spirit. It's early, but come on and get happy. And then Sunday morning, Banshees Material Matters. Get sound advice for your successful life.
All right.
I just love that coloring scheme.
I know, it's cool. I like it too.
So that's a week from this Saturday, the 22nd of October. There will be no happy hour because we will be reading cards all day long and into the night.
Maybe, Violet.
Maybe.
I'm not ready to close the list yet officially. We'll take it by case. It's still early. We only have 1, 2, 3. Well, Laura we're doing now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 readings after Laura.
Right.
We'll see.
Libra
Maybe we'll end early tonight.
All right. So let's.
It's the Page of Pentacles.
So your first card is Page of Pentacles.
Ooh. And then we have the Six of Wands upright.
Six of Wands.
Then we have the Eight of Cups reversed.
Eight of Cups reversed.
Well,
So you basically asking if they are interested in you.
we might want to do a yes-no,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing something here. I kind of think that this could be the start of something. And is that the Page of Cups, did I say?
Six of Wands?
No,
this
it's
is
the
the
Six
page.
of Wands. That's the Page of Pentacles, right?
Right. It's right in front of you.
Right. So the Page of Pentacles can indicate growth, the start of something that could grow into something. Maybe this person is looking at this way. They think that there could be some, they're hoping maybe that they get, I don't know how to say this. maybe it's how they feel about you. Now that I think about it, maybe they feel that you really stand out, to them in some ways. But I wonder about them. I see this Eight of Cups here, and I wonder if there is something from their past that may be holding them back, or something they need to tie up some loose ends on.
Well, I was actually wondering if they were possibly connected to your past, not necessarily as they were previously involved with you, but that maybe you somehow know them from the past, or that to some degree you could say that there is something unfinished or something between you that needs to play out or happen, whatever it is, romantically or otherwise. With the Six of Wands, I like that what Banshee said, the idea of standing out to them, that it seems like a pretty interesting quality. It could also be too that they see you as being more worthwhile than themselves or other people. In certain respects, they see you as having better smiles or better happy times with people, or that you're stronger with people that you need to be. They just sort of see you as being a strong personality.
Hey, Mama T. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay.
So the Page of Pentacles, to me, though, does sort of say that maybe they do have this idea about you, that there's something that draws you to them. They're thinking about you. So if you think it's possibly romantic, then it could be.
It could be. But, hey, Mama T, if you want us to do a reading at the end of our show for you, a general, just let Violet know. I think we have time we could fit that in. All right.
Violet won't make us cut you off.
So I honestly,
still want to do a yes or no for Laura.
Yeah, we're going to double check that. I don't know if this is something you want, if this is what you want, Laura. It's looking possible. But see, I don't know if they're in a previous relationship or if they were divorced or something. There may be some loose ends that they have to tie up before they could really
the loose ends
forward.
may not be something from you and their past,
Right.
but it may be from their own past.
So that's what I was
that,
thinking.
So before we do the Lenormand,
Okay.
let's do that yes or no.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll just ask it
Now
straight
remember,
up.
this is just a pulse beat right now. Even if it says it's leaning towards no, I think I wouldn't take it all that seriously. I want to see what we get.
So we're going to ask straight up yes or no and see what we get there.
Yeah, we'll do that, Mama T. We can do that for you.
You're welcome.
Violet. We're having a lot of fun here today, Mama T. It's been crazy, as always. You shuffled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Cut and we'll count.
Alrighty.
The cutty counting. All right, I hope you're sticking with us, Laura. We're counting off. We asked yes or no. Does A have a romantic interest in you?
Aha. Wow, we got no aces, which means definitely no.
Well, it says definitely no, but sometimes when you ask a question that maybe should be obvious, you get a wrong answer just because tarot says you're pulling my leg.
We're not making excuses here.
Okay,
I think
I might
that
have been.
there might be some mitigating circumstances going on here. So let's take a look at this. We got the Hanged Man upright. We get the Hierophant upright. And then we got the Three of Pentacles reversed. And so what I feel here is that maybe it's saying no right now. Because like I said, those loose ends, I don't know what you might know about A and their background, but again, I almost feel there's something that needs to be tied up
Yeah,
here.
the hanged
The
man.
hanged man is here. And the hanged man kind of leaves me thinking something is left hanging, from their past. And what was this
The
again?
Hierophant, which
The Hierophant, which is marriage.
are they moving out of a marriage, or are they moving out of a strong relationship, or something like that?
And
Or do they have a real specific idea about how they want to court somebody?
And then the Three of Pentacles is reversed here, which indicates that, they haven't been really working on this. They haven't been really resolving this. So another way I could look at this is that, Laura, it's possible here that they are deciding. There is this idea that they may be interested in you, but they're still trying to sort it all out.
So it is kind of a yes-no.
Yeah. Let's do the Lenormand.
Lenormand.
I'm curious.
Okay.
I still think there's definite possibilities here, so do not rule it out. Sorry, Sonny, if I'm disturbing you, but your foot is in a bad spot. All right.
Okay, here's the Lenormand, Laura. Interesting. So the black cat, which is the dog. And then the haunted house, which is the house.
Well, for one thing, they definitely want to they definitely appreciate knowing you. They feel comfortable around you. They feel like you're friendly, and they feel like you make a great companion, and they feel some stability and security with that, So that's something that can be built upon.
It could very well be that they just really want to at least start off very much as a good, solid friend. There may be an affectionate manner about them, but I get the feeling like they really want to be first and foremost maybe your friend, and then see where it goes from there. Yeah, they're cute. I like them too.
That's what we have for you.
All right, take care, Laura.
I would keep hope alive on this one. I think there's something there that could grow, but it may take time. Pentacle cards were in that other reading too, which kind of they're the sluggish cards, because growth sometimes takes time.
Time
right.
takes time.
Libra's up.
You're very welcome. All right, Libra had a question for us too.
Yeah.
What's coming towards me in my relationship?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. It's a wheel tarot.
And it's always a danger when we do a yes/no, but the Hangman was interesting there, and the Hierophant. Maybe they're kind of shy about getting too serious with someone right now, Laura. Which the Hierophant is about marriage. Maybe they're shying away from serious relationships right now because they're not that interested in something that could be more permanent. That's another thing that just popped into my head there.
Interesting thought there.
Ah.
Well, good luck.
All right.
You never know. But if he starts leaning over the desk reading your notes, then you know it's really one-sided.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
You got him?
Yes, I do.
Thought you were
And
going to
you're
drop
welcome.
him there.
You're welcome. All right. So your first card, Libra,
Nice.
is the Eight of Swords reversed. And then the Two of Cups is reversed.
Uh-oh.
And you did ask about relationship. And then you have the Four of Swords, and that one's upright. So, how did you ask that? Well, it may be that...
coming towards in relationships.
I'm wondering if maybe you just need to kind of be truthful or upfront in your relationship, not, try to hide from a certain fact. And the fact is that maybe you need more time, maybe you need a timeout, maybe you don't feel the harmony in your relationship right now, or you don't feel like things are working well, and you might want either to remove yourself or have time to work it out in different ways.
Boy, you know what, Libra? If this was about an existing relationship, then I would have to say it almost seems like a timeout is in order here, There's some disconnect or disharmony going on with the Two of Cups here. And the Eight of Swords is talking about just, liberating yourself, breaking yourself free from this right now. And maybe taking that time out, giving it a rest. That's if it's an existing relationship. If it's about what's going on, what relationship might be coming towards you, well, I'd have to say that...
Well, Libra says my relationship. So I think they're talking about one they have now.
Okay, well, I want to throw that out there anyway, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Is that it looks as though this is a time where not much is going to be happening right now, It's like, you're ready for something, but not much is happening. Okay, it is about, okay. All right.
Well, it could be saying, too, that maybe, the other person, the relationship, is the person having these situations, like the idea of the Eight of Swords reversed says that maybe they're looking to find their moment somehow. They're sort of coming from a little bit of insecurity.
Yeah, and another thing here I'm sensing, Libra, is that if this relationship is in trouble, this could indicate maybe more than even a time out, that a recovery is necessary here. The Four of Swords can be a card of taking a break and recovering. So even though this looks like it could indicate a separation, if you put it all together, it might also say that maybe you need to find a way, if you're both interested in making it work, of finding a way to recover. And right here, I think this holds the key. The Eight of Swords reversed. I think the Eight of Swords reversed is saying you need to be more, you both need to be more, you both need to feel free to be more open with one another about how you truly feel.
Wow. Yes.
That's what I wanted to say. Took me a minute to get there. But I almost feel that way too. So, timeouts sometimes help in a relationship, but also what they sometimes do is make you pull away, so that could happen if you take a timeout. If you choose to try to work on a recovery to try to fix what is wrong, it's going to require you both to feel free and give yourself that safe space to be able to communicate with one another openly and honestly. Let's do the Lenormand on that. Are you kidding me?
I don't think this has happened once to us yet.
Wow.
Woman. Man. Holy cow.
So it's basically whatever type of relationship you have, it's you and your partner. And so I feel here that it's clear that, you two have maybe something worth salvaging and working out. But you have to be willing to give yourself that space in order to do so. And if you both just need a breather so that you can approach it better, fine. Or if this is the type of situation that a separation would do more harm than good, then the bottom line is to be open and honest with each other now.
I'd like to note for you, Libra, that today on my other card pull of Thoth, I pulled the Two of Cups upright. And
that's for tomorrow, right?
No, it's
no, it's for today. It was thought.
And it's thank you for jumping in there. And the idea behind that, even though it was upright, was that the Two of Cups was about uniting oppositional kind of ideas, people, tactics, etc. So either way, this is just saying really there is probably something worth working on there, and you have oppositional views, you have different views at times, but you have something that can bring you together, and you have to figure out how to keep working on that.
Wow. Good luck with that.
You're welcome. Good luck. Absolutely, my dear.
Divine you.
And Divine had a question. What is holding Divine back?
All right.
And I shouldn't have to advertise, but we're on Sundays. It's our busiest show. We go into an hour of overtime regularly.
We drive Violet crazy, I know.
But we're here 2 to 4 p.m., so we'd love to see you again. Come back.
Well, sometimes we go into that overtime because we do special readings. If it is your birthday, don't ever forget to tell us in advance, and we'll give you a free birthday spread reading on your birthday. You get to move, or near your birthday, you get to move to the top of the list, and you get a slightly longer birthday outlook reading for the year ahead. And that will drive us into some overtime sometimes, doing those. The Nine of Swords is upright. Judgment is upright. And the Five of Cups is upright. Wow, Divine, they're all upright, but don't get too happy about that. They're not all happy cards here in a way, but I have to say, you know, we've got Judgment again, right? That's Judgment, which is an interesting card, it being right in the middle like this. I really wonder sometimes, Divine, if you aren't just being a little bit too judgmental or hard on yourself. Maybe there's something you just really, feel, you feel like you need to reawaken or regenerate, or something is missing from your life. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, this person is looking down at all of these spilled cups and really doesn't look at all the joy and all the positive things that they have going for them in their life. And let's couple that with this Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords just shows somebody who's very anxious, who, maybe even sometimes loses sleep because they're so anxious and have a lot of doubt, self-doubts, or fears. And that's just what they are, though. They're not necessarily real.
Well, I think all these cards have very similar flowy kind of concepts between them, and they are all kind of related to the idea about how we judge ourselves, or how we judge others, or how our judgment of others affects ourselves. You see that in the first card, the Nine of Swords there. The person feels like they're alone, but they're not really, but they're thinking about somebody else maybe who is alone to them. So they can't necessarily separate their own needs from other people's needs. This could be saying maybe you do have to really understand exactly your needs versus other needs. Are you thinking too much about, your mom or other people in your life, and you're confusing, or you're allowing your heart to confuse those issues? The Five of Cups also suggests that you have regrets, you feel something is not with you anymore. But it actually is. It's just somehow, once again, not totally appreciated. Judgment is the best card in the matter here, because I think it's saying you should be able to take a really fair and balanced view on what is missing and how you can go about trying to achieve it. I don't know that we're those kind of people that can give you that direction necessarily, but I think what this is really saying is that you have to really try to find the music in your life. There's a because no one is necessarily going to bring it to you. And unfortunately, that's the kind of lives we have, is that sometimes we have to find our fun. We have to find the music in our lives.
You have to sing your own tune and not be looking at where, others may be in their lives too. How are you judging yourself? Are you judging yourself, by others' standards? Are you judging yourself by your own standards? And why are you dwelling on things that you feel you are lacking or lost? Because really, right here, this is saying there's so much available to you right now. You have so much going for you in your life, but instead, you continue to look down instead of up. And it is affecting you. It's pretty clear with this Nine of Swords. You dwell on it a lot. And this is saying, reawaken or really think about doing, what you have and focusing on that now, I feel, instead of lack.
And I know what you possibly feel, because I have felt this way for a couple years now. I've interpreted it mostly that I made my big life change. I left my workplace. I retired because I was old enough to. But it happened at the time of the pandemic, and everything contracted around me. And that's what I'm still dealing with 2 years later, is a sense of my life has contracted around me. And it's only now, because some things have happened finally, that I'm starting to feel like I can maybe push outward again. And that's what I hope, can happen for you, is that you can figure out how to reverse the contraction. There's the big bear again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my dear sweet divine. You have such a great heart.
You do.
And you are a mama bear.
And so the point is, you will feel more empowered. You will feel better, but you have to start loving yourself. You have to love yourself. This is what it's all about. This is, I will say one other thing too, because Mr. O brought it up. This could also be representing your mom. This could also be representing the love, you feel for your mom, or your mom for you. But I really got the feeling of self-love here is self-empowerment. And that's what's lacking, is you have to really start loving who you are, how much you have going for you, as opposed to, and what you can, and that you have places you have still yet to go. Judgment is also saying that, take this as a wake-up call, that this is time to really start enjoying and reveling in what you have accomplished, and love yourself. And eliminate the fears. No, go ahead.
There are so few people that have a perfect relationship with either their parents. I know I didn't, and I'm going to always carry a little bit of that with me because of the way things ended up. But I think this is saying, really, there's no time like the present. Like, I sense there is such a strong maternal link between you and your mom, and so I feel it is imperative that you honor that in some way, even if it means you can't necessarily honor it with her. Like, if you can just honor it yourself. Her love has brought you really to where you are now, and your love will bring others to where you are at some point too. The love for your children or anyone else in your family. So I think Banshee's right. You just have to figure this out, how you can love yourself more and not deny that you need to love yourself more.
That's what we have for you, Divine.
You're welcome. I know we went on longer.
Good luck with that.
Take care, sweetie.
Thank you, Divine. All our love to you. Sunny, sunny, sunny. All right, so we are on Jano.
Jano, are you here? Did we take so long you left? Love you too.
Love you too, Divine. Sunny does too. Sunny loves everybody.
Jano, don't make us come out there and hurt you.
What?
No, we're kidding.
Tell me your sins. You are forgiven.
All right, well, I guess we got to do the countdown for Jano. I think we do, Violet. You can go ahead. Jano, last chance. Are you here? Sometimes Jano just stops in to say hi. All right, that means we are on Mary. Welcome, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Meanwhile, I'll talk about other things.
Wow, what else do we have to talk about?
Not much.
It's Halloween season.
A
Some
little-
new readings will be coming up
That's true.
soon.
I'm going to be doing the Frightening Friday tomorrow, which I will be using the Ghoulish Garbs Terror Tarot. I've already pulled the card. I just have to finesse it a little bit. It's going to be scary.
Well, and also there will be some new readings on our website soon available for purchase. Not necessarily new, but added for the season. And there will be some special deals. And also might be bringing some of them back for the show too next Sunday. So stay tuned.
And just about a week before Halloween, we are having the sun move into Scorpio. So that means that there will be another monthly modality message. So you can check that out on our channel.
I'm getting ready this week to send out more information about tarot talks. So hopefully maybe this weekend, I'm hoping I can get something more out on that. But
And
that will be
I have
coming
a feeling
soon.
that Mary is not here.
Oh, I'm so sorry Mary couldn't stick with us. Let's give it another second and we'll see. Because then I guess we'll be on to Mama T.
Gosh, we could actually go from Overtime Sunday to
Undertime Thursday.
Undertime Thursday. How will tomorrow go? It's
All
my
right.
deck, right?
I believe so.
All right. So I'm going to go and use the Legend Arthurian Tarot again. You know, I could use with a little rest. It's been a long week. I put in my whole week, 4 days. What was that smirk about?
Did I smirk?
Do you ever not smirk? How will tomorrow go for Mama T?
I hope it goes well. I'll do one more. right.
Ten of Cups.
Yay.
Woohoo, Mama T. Check that out. That's a good card. Two of Pentacles, Two of Shields.
Okay.
Not bad. And then we have another 3. It's the reverse 3 of Cups. So a little balance there.
Maybe. Well, I have to say that it may not be a super duper celebration. You know, the 3 of Cups is reversed here, so there might be some muted celebration here, but I feel with the 2 of Pentacles upright and the 10 of Cups upright, there's some real positive energy here towards balance and harmony. And this may have to do with you and your husband, Rick. It may have to do with your relationship. You know, the strength of your relationship is bringing more, balance is restored, and there seems to be more happiness in the household. But let's just say it's muted a little bit here by this, that it may not be like a super big reason to celebrate.
Okay, Mary, glad you came back. You'll be next right after this one.
Yeah,
Don't go away.
Don't go away. We'll get you next. Promise.
Yeah, well,
you can type your question now if you want. So anyway,
okay, so here's what I think. I think that this is saying Banshee's exactly right here. There is a lot of balance that's talking about how you're starting to perceive your material situations are starting to equal with your home situation. I look at Ten of Cups as being less romance, more about family home kind of thing.
That's
so it's an overall picture. So the 3 of Cups reverse could be saying that it's not exactly like this is frisky time for you, but it is really about, balance. Hey, he had a stroke a few months ago, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying that this is really more about other parts of your emotional life reflecting security and comfort based on those pentacles there, the 2 of Pentacles.
Right. I think there's balance and harmony there, and this could be in your material affairs a little bit here, that there's going to be a little bit more balance and harmony. And I feel like that's going to make the home life feel a lot better. However, like I said, I just feel like it's not going to be, if you were expecting super bells and whistles tomorrow, it's not necessarily going to be that.
Yeah, I think like it's more of a moderate celebration of happiness of your marriage and your life. So I'm going to do the Lenormand for you, Mama Teresa. Oh. And you have 2, the Crossroads, and then you have the House.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So you may be at a crossroads here. You may have to make a decision or a choice that will affect your comfort or security in some way, or possibly your home. But I almost feel like this
about that.
Maybe, but I almost feel it's about this. That because that 10 of Cups is there, that it will work out better for you if you make the right decisions, or maybe this is somebody making a decision in your favor. So if they make the right decision, you'll be in a much better place. However, like I said, it's tempered by this 3 of Cups here reversed. So I think that some of the news may not, it may not be everything that you wanted or needed, but it will restore some balance back in your affairs.
Well, those 2 cards, we both thought that they were the first 2 cards, 10 of Cups and 2 of Shields. We thought that was about the home life and the family in general.
And then we got the home.
I think that's what the Crossroads is that really this is the time now for you to maybe review your plans and really put it together. Really decide what you're going to do to make things work for your home there. I think that's what this is really talking about.
True. The home can be about comfort and security as well.
All right. So that's it, Mama T. Good luck. And it's your deck, and we're on Mary's question.
Yes, we are.
Mary says, my question, what's the energy with Stephen and I? What do I need to know? Are we going to reconcile? All right.
I'll go with this one. Oops.
And I don't know if you'd be interested in this, Mary, but on Friday mornings, I do a show called The Emotional Exchanges, where I do basically relationship, romantic style readings for the signs of the zodiac. Those are on Fridays at 7 a.m., but you can check it out anytime once it's posted.
It's a video.
It's a video pre-recorded.
Yep. All right. Let me shuffle here again.
Whoa.
Here you go. So don't forget, everybody, Saturday we're here for 1 hour live. Saturday is just a single card message from Spirit. We don't answer questions, but it is our happy hour show, and our happy hour show gives everybody a positive, uplifting message from Spirit. No unhappiness at happy hours. So come join us. We have a lot of fun on Saturdays, 10 a.m.
Alrighty.
Okay, the Empress is reversed. The High Priestess is reversed. Oh my.
I know, these are really interesting.
And why are they in order? Okay, these cards were thoroughly mixed before the show. I just want you to know that. Because we've got major arcana cards here, 3, 4, and 5. And they're all reversed, which I do have upright cards in here. I don't know where.
You know, these major arcanas can tend to be very typical of possibly the querent's energy, or they can represent, you know, a couple or people depending on which cards.
I kind of feel here that the Empress being reversed indicates that maybe it just seems like not a lot of growth or things have been happening right now. I know you're asking about reconciliation. Is it just like that things have not been moving? This might also be a caution to you that, you know, this is a time to really put your own needs front and center right now, whatever they are.
Right. When the Empress is reversed, it's really saying you have to do for yourself more than you do for others. And I think that there are some other aspects here too, that when you look at it in terms of the relationship, it could just be saying that to some degree there's something that is non-productive at this point in time. And you said you're wondering if you will reconcile. So it's sort of like at a standstill. The High Priest and the High Priestess is almost like you as a couple, but it's reversed. So it's sort of just symbolically sort of indicates the idea that you're not seeing eye to eye for some reason, or that your energies really are not together. I don't want to say opposed, but they're just not unified.
Well, I'm going to look at these two individually, I feel here. The High Priestess to me is probably saying that you just don't seem to be clicking on a more spiritual level. You know, it just seems like maybe some connections are foggy or lost right now, like you are not in tune with each other. And the High Priest reversed indicates to me this. It's not a bad card reversed, actually, but what I think it's saying here is this energy, what's happening here now, it needs some real alternative approaches. You know, if there is going to be a reconciliation, you're really going to have to think outside the box to try to figure out how to resolve differences. And maybe how to make this relationship work. It's possible that this relationship might need to be a little bit unorthodox as far as it goes. In other words, let's say if you were married and you were divorced, for example, maybe you would live together, but not marry again or something out different.
Well, and of course, that is totally your own business. A lot of times
Right.
the high priest, reversed or upright, is also talking about how we feel we are affected by society or our society's views on whether we're being conventional or unconventional enough. Do we possibly fear or feel that we're not conventional? All makes sense, and you're on point. Yeah. So I wanted to say something else, though, because I think that is pretty clear. I think that the high priestess reverse may be saying that if there was something that was more intuitive between you guys, like you felt each other's energy or thoughts, it seems to have chilled a little bit. It's not saying it's not coming back, but maybe this is a time where you just aren't thinking each other's thoughts because there is this other thing going on. And the high priest is saying that either, if it's not what Banshee said, that you need an alternative approach, it may be saying too that maybe there is something there that is unconventional and that has to be addressed to bring you together, that maybe it is about the very different, possibly oppositional ideas is the one thing that makes you not click for some reason.
Well, so now I want to possibly do a yes-no on this too, to just see what the chances are for reconciling. But I want to show you the Lenormand first. I drew them first this time, and we've got the Witch, which in the traditional Lenormand is the broom or the whip, and then I've got the Snake, which in this deck is the Vampire. So snakes in the Lenormand are not like in traditional magical ideology, in that they mean transformation and shedding skin. Snakes in the Lenormand are more about deception and sneakiness behavior. And then there's the broom. So I think what this is saying here is that in order for a reconciliation to occur, people have to be upfront with each other, no deceptions, no lies. We have to sweep that aside and get to the heart of what might be wrong.
And I will have to note that the vampire or the snake, the deceptive element here, is lying on the side of the high priest reverse, which is talking about maybe being unconventional. So this could be saying that maybe both of you haven't really been totally upfront with each other about certain things. If you're a long-standing relationship, that may not be as true.
Let's do the yes
Okay,
no.
we're going to do the yes and no. So those are kind of things that you probably were aware of, so we may not have...
Well, the broom is about sweeping things, so you know what? The air has to be cleared. So definitely, if you feel like there may be some things that have been hidden from you, or they're not being upfront about their feelings, that means that air needs to be cleared, you know? So in order for things to get back on track.
We are now going to ask as a straight-up question, yes or no.
If you're going to reconcile. But that's the energy right now, I think, surrounding things.
And even the basis of our answer, yes, no, maybe, does not mean, that this is absolutely the way it is, because we do believe tarot is a snapshot in time. Based on how we have communicated here and what we are getting from the cards, we may feel that this is what it seems like at this time.
Well, we always feel knowledge is power, too, and so... Once, somebody is forewarned or forearmed, moves that you make can change the dynamic, So
it's just all about saying that we are not marriage counselors or relationship counselors. We're not financial counselors.
No, it's not saying that, but that's okay.
Well, we're just saying we're not experts that can really, don't try to sue us.
You're so silly.
I know I am.
We're tarot readers, and it's not an exact science, but we try.
Okay, so this is the count.
And we're intuitives. We do try. That's one. Yep. I know it's a little hard to read.
Yeah,
Oh.
because of the scrolly.
I mean, I like the deck, but that is a little tricky.
I like it too. I'm getting used to it. At first, I wasn't sure if I liked it. Okay, Mary. We get a giggle too. You have, this is a reading where we look for aces. And
So
you
you
did
have two, which means it's leaning towards yes, there is hope here. But what is that? That's reversed. Let's see what we have.
It's the Eight of Cups reversed.
Oh.
Okay. I know.
Well, I think this is more positive than not. There's a couple ways I could read this. But what I'm thinking it's saying is it's leaning towards yes because maybe both of you will be able to go back to a time where things were better. You know, I don't know. Maybe there's something you guys will revisit or rekindle again that could, you know, that could be successful.
It's leaning towards yes, in our opinion, so there's maybe a chance to no, but it's more likely yes. And I think that the connection is because, you know, you realize that whatever the past was, it's better than the future not together, perhaps.
Oh,
too, is
I
the way
like
of
that
looking at
too.
that.
I like that too. That was well
Because
said.
normally when it's reversed, it indicates you want to stay with what you have. It's not finished yet. Because going ahead maybe is not going to work.
Or moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on may not be the option here
So-
that both of you want. And that maybe, you know, this will be able to right itself.
Well, that's a
But
good
like I
answer.
said, this is leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes. I think the key is if both of you feel that what you've had so far is worth continuing.
Bingo.
Bam. Sorry. We congratulate ourselves sometimes.
All right.
But that's what we have for you, Mary. We wish you the best
Thanks for
with
coming
that.
tonight.
Thanks for coming. Hope to see more of you here.
All right. And that means
Violet Lotus. Okay, first off, Jano or Kate has not come back, right?
no.
Okay. No, he says. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm going to use the Crow's Magic Tarot because it's very shamanic and all that. A simple question. That's what they all say. Thank you, Mary.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Mary.
that. And as
Very
you can see,
appreciative.
we're definitely full of giggles and a little bit long, drawn out stuff.
We
So-
have some fun on this show.
but we think we're worth waiting for.
If you can. My advice is if you come on Sunday shows, come early.
Sundays are really, really
Very
busy.
busy. But, or just come to listen.
Whenever
It's
you
a
can.
lot of fun. And there's great chat. Some of our chats are so lively. People have a lot of fun commiserating here.
And we do all this other stuff too. Yeah, and we couldn't do it without Violet, let me tell you.
Yay, our moderator, Violet Lotus.
Thank you to our moderator. Sunday Funday Madhouse. That's about it, Violet.
All right. Oh, I'm cutting?
Yes. Okay, the simple question. What is the message? Ooh, Ace of Coins.
Oh, nice.
The Magician reversed,
Now, why would you get that?
and then the Four of Coins. So the two on the outer ends are all about, you know, financials being good, strong. Ace and Four.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what message do your spirit guides have for you? I feel here that they feel you are about to grow something that is worth holding on to. And they feel here, though, that you know, maybe they're trying to tell you sometimes you might try a little too hard. You might try to feel like maybe you have something to prove to somebody, whether it's your guides or whether it's others or whether it's to yourself, Sometimes maybe you feel like, you're not where you need to be, that you don't have everything in place, but your spirit guides want to tell you that you're at a point right now where you are about to grow something of value to you, and it is going to be something worth holding on to.
I like how there's a tree on the Four of Coins too, because although it says miser and security, the traditional one, it is really about growth too. You have to have something to grow something. So I think that the spirit message perhaps is also too that maybe the growth happens despite any wrong uses of skill or any, missteps at all, any misapplication of your true will. It's saying really it's kind of like it's a destiny that it's really going to happen to you.
And but that's a good point you bring up there. I didn't bring in the will factor. And so with the Magician reversed, it might indicate here that maybe you feel you do not have the ability to manifest this, but your spirit guides are telling you you are ready to grow something really valuable. Whether it's in your business, whether it's in your personal life, whatever the case may be, this looks very, very positive.
All right, so let's do the Lenormand.
On your website, that's right. That's right.
Wow. Crossroads.
Awesome.
And ship.
Look at that. So, the crossroads is a funny thing. I'm looking at it in this case as you are moving now to a point where, the next move is up to you. I think what this is saying is this move, this growth, is entirely up to you, the next steps you take.
Well, it could also be saying, too, that all roads will take you to where this is going to go.
Wow.
Because, the crossroads is like the tree in that sense. There's branches going off. There's branches going off. So I sort of see that.
I see why you see that. But I really feel here that this is an awesome sign for movement. And the choice is really up to you. Are you going to trust in yourself enough to realize that you are ready to manifest this thing of value?
There you go.
That's what we have for you, Violet.
So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Oh, dear. Let's see if we can swing him around.
Swing him around.
This and that.
Bly says bye.
Bly says bye to Bly, other Bly.
The other Bly. Bly number 2. All right, well, thanks.
Talking about my Bly.
Oh, dear. Don't start singing.
I will.
We just got a new follower. We don't want them to go away.
Close your ears, Mary.
Hey, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us for our silly fun tonight and also for some serious readings for you all. Do catch us. Do catch Mr. O's video show tomorrow. Don't forget my Material Matters on Sunday morning. I know we got 2 shows on Sunday. We got the live stream and we've got my Material Matters. I am always live in the chat for that video, though, in the morning, 10 a.m. And we sip coffee together and we discuss the readings. So be there.
And sometimes we spew the coffee when it's too funny.
And sometimes Don't forget to come to happy hour. Definitely. Everybody needs a good message to get them through the week. We've had such bad news, economy, this, that happening. Get a positive message from Spirit.
Indeed.
All right. Take care, everybody. We're leaving early tonight, even if it's a few minutes. Thanks, everybody. Take
Gosh,
care.
I'm so excited.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.